Get ready for breaking tech news. Microsoft is sending a major warning out right now about Windows 11 updates, and you need to know what it means for your system. We are diving deep into why Microsoft is changing the rules for your next update, specifically focusing on the secure boot certificate changes and what you need to expect with those restarts.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we have a major shakeup in the developer world as Microsoft has reversed a controversial change in VS Code that was automatically attributing GitHub commits to Copilot, even when the AI wasn't used. We break down the developer backlash, what Microsoft admitted, and the new rules around AI authorship in that powerful tool. Now, let's talk enterprise AI dominance. Anthropic is making a massive push into Wall Street by launching new AI agents for major banks and integrating Claude Opus 4.7 across the entire Microsoft 365 suite. We explore the huge partnership with Moody's and the joint venture that signals a fundamental shift in how financial services use artificial intelligence. And finally, a serious security alert. A cybersecurity researcher has uncovered a potentially dangerous flaw in Microsoft Edge where saved passwords are being stored in plain text in memory at startup. We look at what this means for your security and Microsoft's response. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Microsoft has issued a warning that upcoming Windows 11 updates may take longer than usual and could require multiple reboots for some users, though the company assures users that nothing is broken. This extended process is directly linked to necessary changes involving secure boot certificates. Microsoft announced on its Windows Release Health dashboard that a limited number of consumer and business devices might experience one additional restart during installation. This single extra reboot is required after a secure boot certificate update is applied as part of the ongoing secure boot update process. This requirement stems from updates to certificates that were issued in 2011 and are set to expire in June 2026, necessitating updates with newer versions from 2023. Secure Boot is a critical security feature designed to prevent malware, such as rootkits, from compromising a PC before the operating system loads. While Microsoft expects users to anticipate one additional reboot, some users have reported experiencing 3 reboots during updates. This is because a standard monthly update typically requires only a single reboot. Experiencing multiple reboots is generally considered a positive sign, suggesting that the new certificate has been successfully implemented, especially for users facing issues with firmware. Users should remain patient, as these changes are essential for maintaining system security. The potential for these extra reboots is noted for upcoming updates, including the May release for Windows 11, as the secure boot changes are being rolled out more widely this month. Microsoft has reversed a controversial change in Visual Studio Code that automatically attributed GitHub commits to Copilot, even when the AI tool was not used. This move follows significant developer backlash on forums like Reddit, where users complained about the co-authored by Copilot label appearing on their commits despite disabling Copilot chat functionality. Reports indicated that a March 2026 update to VS Code added the Copilot authorship label irrespective of Copilot usage. A VS Code reviewer later apologized, stating, "There was no ill intent by an evil corporation, but rather a desire to support functionality that some customers expect of VS Code with regard to AI-generated code." In response to the criticism, Microsoft implemented a subsequent change in version 1.119, ensuring that AI attribution is only added if users explicitly opt in. A developer noted that the default setting should remain off when AI features are disabled, and they committed to reverting the default setting in the 1.119 update. Beyond this specific attribution issue, the company has scaled back intrusive Copilot integrations amid broader developer distrust. Coders have expressed concern over tools that automatically alter metadata without explicit user consent. Despite Microsoft's confirmation that the author label changes have been reversed, user distrust remains high. Many critics have questioned the company's handling of the issue, arguing that labeling these changes as bugs overlooked the fact that they may have been intentional design choices. Anthropic is executing an aggressive strategy to establish itself as the operating layer for Wall Street by dramatically expanding its presence in the financial services sector. The company launched a suite of pre-built AI agents for major banks and debuted Claude Opus 4.7, its most capable model for financial tasks. These announcements, made during an invite-only event in New York, signal a shift from selling software to building the necessary infrastructure and deployment mechanisms within finance. The strategy involves two main tracks: providing large institutions with tools to configure their own AI agents, and targeting the mid-market through a new private equity-backed joint venture designed to embed Claude directly into company operations. This move represents one of the most aggressive pushes by an AI company to capture the financial services industry end-to-end. Underpinning this expansion is a $1.5 billion joint venture formed just one day prior with Blackstone, Hellman and Friedman, and Goldman Sachs to create an AI-native enterprise services firm. This venture aims to place Claude at the core of how mid-sized companies operate, providing Anthropic with a direct pipeline into the portfolios of major private equity firms. The product launch detailed a library of approximately 10 pre-built financial agents designed for labor-intensive workflows, including pitchbooks, earnings analysis, credit memos, underwriting, KYC, month-end close, statement audits, and insurance claims. These agents function as reference architectures, allowing firms to customize them with their internal policies and approval chains, or run them as managed agents within Claude's environments. Further enhancing integration, Anthropic is rolling out full Microsoft 365 integration, enabling Claude to act as a single agent across Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and Outlook, maintaining context across all applications simultaneously. New add-ins for these productivity suites are now generally available. A marquee data partnership involves Moody's, which is embedding its full platform into Claude as a native application, allowing users to analyze credit ratings and risk data for over 600 million companies directly within the Claude interface. The platform is also integrating connectors to numerous established financial data sources, including Verisk, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and PitchBook. Claude Opus 4.7 is positioned as a leader in the field, scoring 64.4% in the Val's AI Finance Agent benchmark and topping the GDP Vala evaluation for economically valuable knowledge work. Anthropic has already placed Claude into production at major institutions including J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Citi, AIG, and Visa. The event also featured a high-level discussion between Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei and J.P. Morgan, Chase Chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon regarding the impact of AI on markets and the global economy, alongside panels featuring executives from AIG, Goldman Sachs, and J.P. Morgan Chase discussing their respective AI journeys. A significant cybersecurity concern has emerged regarding the Microsoft Edge browser's password manager, with a researcher alleging that saved passwords are being stored in plaintext in memory at startup. Cybersecurity researcher Tom Joran's Sonstebeiseter Ronning detailed his findings, indicating that Edge loads every saved password into memory in an unencrypted state upon launch. Crucially, Ronning noted that these credentials remain decrypted even if the user does not actively visit a site utilizing the password manager during the session. This vulnerability presents a serious risk. If an attacker gains administrative access on a terminal server, they can access the memory of all logged-on user processes. Ronning highlighted that this behavior is unique to Microsoft Edge among Chromium-based browsers, contrasting it with Google Chrome, which employs a design intended to make password extraction from process memory significantly more difficult. When Ronning initially contacted Microsoft about the findings, The company reportedly responded by stating that this behavior in Microsoft Edge is by design. Further substantiating the issue, the German tech website Heise Online replicated the password problem, emphasizing that industry best practices dictate that passwords should only be decrypted at the moment of use and purged from memory immediately afterward. Given Microsoft's response, security experts and concerned users are advised to explore alternative password management solutions. Channel YouTube has contacted Microsoft for further clarification on these findings, and updates are pending.